Hello! Kumusta? Mabuhay and maligayang pagbabalik sa aking channel. This video will be published when I will be traveling to Algeria during the month of June. You guys requested that I react to a video entitled Filipino soldiers should not be underestimated. There you go. But before we continue on, make sure to follow me on Instagram at Music Game News because that is where you can DM me your suggestions. And without further ado, well, let's check it out. Top 5 reasons Filipino soldiers should not be underestimated. Okay.
Good day, YouTube. Today we will talk about why Filipino soldiers should not be underestimated.
Tell us.
Filipinos are not new in battles and wars. I think the Philippines is one of the countries in Asia with so many documented battles and wars in history.
Okay.
Since the first battle that took off in Mactan against the well-equipped Spaniards to this generation against insurgencies and terrorism, Filipinos are no ordinary warriors. So here are the top 5 reasons why you should not underestimate Filipino soldiers. Number 5. Tested survivalist.
True survivalist.
Filipino soldiers can survive in any form of terrain conditions except for winter conditions. That never happened in the Philippines. Even with inadequate supplies and equipment, they can manage to survive.
They can definitely survive in tropical environments.
And stay in their position and finish the mission. If you talk to Filipino veterans, they like to share some of their stories in the jungle and how they managed to survive for many days.
Oh, that would be awesome, you know, to sit down around a fire camp with the Filipino soldiers who will tell you all about, you know, their stories and how they can survive in like tropical environments, you know, the little tips and tricks, you know, to help you survive. That'd be awesome.
Hunting their enemies. Number 4. Filipino soldiers know how to enjoy their profession. This is really something that makes Filipino soldiers
knows how to boost morale. Of course. I mean, Filipinos are, they know la joie de vivre. You know, it's a French expression, meaning they know how to enjoy life. Even Filipino soldiers, of course. I mean, before they were soldiers, they were just, you know, regular people. Regular Filipinos.
Soldiers unique. They are just happy soldiers. They know how to raise their morale their own way. Even they are away from their families, the brotherhood.
I wouldn't be surprised if in the camp, you know, their camp, they have karaoke machines and they're singing and everything together.
These men in arms are really strong and they are willing to sacrifice for them. That is the reason why Filipino soldiers have strong fighting spirit during battles and they don't like to back down missions. Number 3.
The music is so epic, man. It feels like a music from the movies, like Christopher Nolan movies. You know, the director that made The Dark Knight, that made Inception. Yeah.
They hate oppressors. Most wars that happened in the Philippines were attributed from the abuses of the oppressors.
I mean, who likes oppressors and aggressors? No one. So it's a weird point here.
And invaders of the country. When the Americans introduced new helpful systems to help the country improve during the American rule, Filipino soldiers surrendered. Even the famous Filipino generals, Miguel Malvar and Simeon Ula, surrendered respectively, and that's because there was prosperity among their countrymen. But if the Americans did the opposite at the time, Philippine-American war could have been prolonged and brutal.
Okay.
Number 2, experience. It is known that Filipino soldiers may lack sophisticated equipment and weapons, but they have experience. Experience that will make them nightmare to their enemies. When international military exercises were held in the Philippines, such as the Balikatan, many of the foreign soldiers admired the Filipino combat and survival tactics.
Hey! I didn't can see you there. Well, now that you're here, why don't you celebrate for making it this far into this video by subscribing to the channel, by turning on that notification bell so that you don't miss any future videos, and of course, and the most important thing, to like this video because it does help out the channel tremendously. And now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go back to my business. Man, it's crazy, just a thought, it's crazy how far we've gotten into the video game world, you know, because seeing this footage just reminds me of video games like, you know, Call of Duty, for example, or the other game from Battlefield. There you go, Battlefield. They look so realistic nowadays that, you know, every time you see real footage, you know, of real life like this, you think about video games. It's insane. And I've heard that real army men, you know, train with video games now. They have like video game simulators.
Not to mention the Filipino martial arts, etc. And that's because Filipino soldiers were battling different kinds of warfare and enemies in the past, like the elusive Abusiaf, the communists in the thick jungles of the Philippines, and then the urban warfare with the Mauti group. It provides the Filipino soldiers new knowledge and tactics in handling situations. And number one, bravery.
Bravery. Why am I not surprised that the number one is bravery?
Said, "Give me 10,000 Filipinos and I shall conquer the world." He himself saw the bravery of the Filipinos during World War.
Hey, the Spartan guy said, "Give me only 300 and I shall win the war."
War II and during the Korean War. The most epic battle during the Korean War that made Filipino soldiers known for their bravery is the Battle of Yuldong. After their allies retreated in disarray, the Filipinos, numbering 900, found themselves surrounded on all sides by 40,000 enemy soldiers. Yet they stood their ground and repulsed wave after wave of enemy assaults, which continued well throughout the night. They never gave up their position, they never backed down, and at the end of the battle, 500 enemies killed and only 15 from the Filipino soldiers died. During the Marawi siege, Filipino soldiers even wounded. They never wanted to leave behind their comrades and their position. It is one distinct trait of the Filipino soldiers that made the powerful countries to not underestimate them, and that is their bravery. This is Jake Gizmo, and thank you very much for watching.
So, are these facts? What he is saying here, is that like really true? Sounds real. Sounds like facts. I don't know. I'm sorry, but if you want to become a soldier, you gotta be brave. So it's not, I don't know, these traits that he mentioned, these 5 traits, I don't feel like they are just for Filipinos. You know what I'm saying? I was expecting 5 reasons that were really intricately related to Filipinos. But I feel like you can apply all these reasons to most soldiers in the world. You know what I'm saying? I was expecting a better video. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on it. It was a short, quick video. There you go. Maraming salamat po. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care of yourselves. Have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Subscribe here, and please like the video to show your support and appreciation for my work, and turn on the notification bell to be poked for future content. Yeah.